Arabia, Turkey, Saudi Arabia, Turkey, UAE, Jordan, Egypt, Palestine. They have really no other choice at the moment but to see the end game between Israel and Hamas. Who will win? Of course, we know some of these leaders, or one of them, Erdogan, he said, I'm going to be calling Hamas as Mujahideen. He did not call them terrorists. Then he cut ties with Netanyahu, with Israel. This time, what happened is something absolutely shocking. These countries, these Muslim countries, weak countries, super weak. How many of us are on earth? 2 billion. We are the weakest in the history of Islam. We are the weakest in the history of Islam. Since the time of Rasulullah, we are the weakest generation. There's no doubt about that. Why? Because even though we had the opportunity, Allah opened the door of opportunity for us to put sanction on Israel, to put oil embargo on Israel, we did not do anything. We are the weakest because we fear the enemy so much. Wallahi. Now, what happened this time? Let's talk about what happened this time. Well, they went to the UN, and there was a article, it's called Article 99. Under that article, the UN called an emergency meeting. So they called it today. They went there, all of these Muslim countries, Turkey, Egypt, and all of this. And they were like, yeah, we're going to pass this resolution for a ceasefire, and voila, there will be a ceasefire, and we can just sleep, go home with our, wives, and sleep with them, and enjoy our wine, drink, forget about everything else. Today is the day. Everything will be sorted out. Lo and behold, when they went to the UN, they saw that ceasefire did not get passed because US, UK, they said to these Muslim countries' leaders, wait a second, you bunch of sheep. Wait a second. You think we are going to give it to you just like we gave it to you first time? Remember, there was a ceasefire truce for a few days ago, for 4 days. You remember that? Once that truce was implemented, and after this truce, what we are seeing now, the good news, this is the good news, is complete devastation of the Israeli forces in Gaza. Every single day, their troops are losing lives. Their military assets are being destroyed. So this is what is happening right now in Gaza. US and Israel, they are very shrewd. They notice that, and so they are saying this time no ceasefire, no truce whatsoever, because we have lost the first one. Why would you go with the second one, second truce, second ceasefire? No more ceasefire. Let's fight, because Hamas is the only entity in Gaza that is fighting. No Muslim countries are helping them at all, right? So US knows if this war, this oppression, this genocide continues on, at one point, obviously, Hamas will be saying, enough is enough, sorry, surrender. And then that's it, khalas, end of Hamas. And they will put Israeli Zionists in Gaza to control Gaza. And this is the end game. This is their plan. Let's take a look at this video, brothers and sisters. I'm not joking. Let's take a look at this one. This is what is happening right now at the UN.
We tried everything possible, but unfortunately, today was a sad day in the history of the Security Council for those who were unable to see things as they should have seen it, and they saw it differently. We will not give up.
We will not give up. Of course, this is coming from the Palestinian ambassador at the UN. We will not give up. Obviously, he vowed actually that they are going to go on and fight with the Israeli IDF forces. They're going to put up a brave fight, which Hamas is doing already. But one of the main reasons why US said we are not going to vote for this ceasefire, they vetoed that, is because the people around the world, they woke up and they realized that this was a genocide, and at the same time, according to US and UK head of states, people forgot to acknowledge what Hamas did on October 7th. So because of this, it hurt their ego, and they're now getting together, UK, US, Israel, saying that why should we accept ceasefire? Why should we humiliate ourselves when the people from all over the world, they are actually not acknowledging our suffering, our pain, our suffering, our pain. If you remember Piers Morgan, he said in his show over and over again, but do you condemn Hamas? Do you condemn what happened October 7? So similar position. I mean, this is exactly what they want. They want entire Muslim countries in the world to condemn Hamas's attack on October 7th. But what Israel did throughout the past 5 decades, they do not care if anybody is condemning them. In fact, they are with Israel at this moment. Let's take a listen a little bit more, because things are getting very, very interesting. So I'm going to play this part where you will see Anthony Blinken. He did not blink, obviously, but the Muslim countries' leaders, they met him. So what you see on the picture is Anthony Blinken right after that veto at the UN, the so-called Muslim delegation. They met from Egypt, from Jordan, from Saudi Arabia, as you can see on the screen, from Qatar, Turkey. They tried to grovel to him and beg him, please do something. Please, you guys are vetoing this ceasefire. What should we do? We are so weak. We can't fight. You guys, you need to do something to make us leave. Otherwise, we're going to all die. But this is the situation where you see Anthony Blinken. He was groveled by this so-called Muslim leaders, going to him, begging him, please implement this ceasefire. But, of course, we know this is not going to happen. Now, what will happen? This is the biggest news for the Muslims. And that news is that, brothers and sisters, Hamas has won this battle. If Hamas did not win this battle, there would be a ceasefire today. But because Hamas is winning, the first truce, 4 days truce, it was won by Hamas. They were able to put themselves together. They were able to organize themselves, and they were able to come out even stronger and fight against the Israelis. Now what we are seeing in Israel is complete destruction. The IDF is going to be destroyed. They do not want a ceasefire at the moment because they want to see the end of it as soon as possible. This cannot be a war of attrition for Israel because they are already suffering heavy defeat financially. The economy is crumbling. The political situation in Israel is getting worse by day. Netanyahu wants a result right now, today. He cannot wait for a truce, for a ceasefire. He cannot dilly-dally anymore because he's actually, yesterday his case was open in the court where his trial will start. They have initiated that. Netanyahu called Biden and Rishi Sunak, the Hindu guy, and told them that, look, I need a result ASAP. If you guys agree with ceasefire, I'm going to be firing you all from your job, because Netanyahu is the ultimate power. I mean, even US, UK, they're so terrified, they're so scared of Netanyahu. So he probably called Biden, the old man, and Rishi Sunak, the Hindu guy, that you guys do not ever agree to a ceasefire because I'm done. I'm going to be in the jail very soon if you go on a ceasefire. I don't have time. I need this to be fixed as soon as possible. Now, we are in the second month of this war, and Israel is claiming victory and victory and victory, but what is happening? 2 months they have absolute zero results. So it shows that Israel is becoming ever more impatient, and they want to fight and call for more aid from UK and US, because we know that Israel, their army, their military, on average they have around 2 to 3 years maximum experience. They do not have a lot of experience to continue this war of attrition. So they are now obviously wanting this to end ASAP. So they will be calling, the next few days we might be even seeing US troops in Israel. Who knows? UK troops, UK drone technology is already in Israel. US might send special forces, who knows? But this is taking a huge turn right now. The war has taken a huge turn, and with this decision that there will be no ceasefire, we are going to see more escalation. Houthis from Yemen, Iran, Turkey, they're not going to sit idle. I don't think so. I mean, for Erdogan, he probably is going to support proxy war against Israel and against US, who knows. But game has changed. It is no more that they can rely or trust the status quo, which is US in this case. They can no longer trust US. They should not. If they have to do something, they have to do it on their own and act quick and fast. I have this hope that this Muslim world will come to their senses. Syed Abdul Ayazi, Syed, thank you brother. Syed Shahid Ali, thank you guys for watching this session. I will see you in the next one. Have a wonderful day.